Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Craven County where hundreds of fifth graders showed up for a Career on Wheels fair. About 900 Craven County fifth graders to be exact, all went to the Craven Community College for a day filled with fun and learning. Now, students explored a variety of career paths ranging from law enforcement and public safety to food trucks and even funeral homes. They engaged in interactive demonstrations and had the chance to speak with local professionals on Tuesday. Hosted by Craven County schools and community partners, the event aimed to spark curiosity and connect students with real-world opportunities. Now, Craven County fifth grader Adeline Brown said, quote, "It's good for people to experience different jobs so that they know what they want to be when they grow up and what they have to do," end quote. Now, fifth grader Emma Monty said, quote, "I think this is amazing. This is a dream come true," end quote. Now, the Career on Wheels fair ran morning session from 8:50 a.m. to 10:50 a.m. and another afternoon session will be going on until 2:30 p.m. It started at 12:30 p.m. Now, in other news, we want to highlight that the Supreme Court of the United States has denied Alex Jones an appeal over his $1.4 billion Sandy Hook judgment against him. Again, this was news out of Washington, where the Supreme Court today rejected that appeal from conspiracy theorist Alex Jones to again cover the over $900 million that was originally awarded to the victims of, or the families of the victims of Sandy Hook, along with a $460+ million punitive damage that had been put forth by a judge, a federal judge. So with the Supreme Court denying this appeal, it again forces Alex Jones to start making those payments. And finally, we want to check in on your weather forecast. Today, again, is yet again another cloudy day throughout eastern North Carolina. Current air temperatures in Morehead City, 64 degrees, with a northerly wind at about 13 miles an hour. Pressure is going to be increasing over the next few days. Now, that could sound troubling, but it is going to push the clouds out of eastern North Carolina. I know when I woke up this morning, first thing it is look outside and see, okay, what are sky conditions looking like? Are we seeing any sort of sunshine? Didn't see any. Right now, that cloud cover is still thick across the east. We will see far more sunshine coming up tomorrow. Water levels still relatively high along the Neuse River thanks to that consistent breeze out of the north. Right now blowing in around 9 miles an hour in New Bern. 64-degree air temperature comes with a 57-degree dew point. Again, we've got some cool autumn air present over the east, and that is not going to be changing this week despite our changing sky conditions. Gray today, blue tomorrow. It will be sunny as we make our way through your Wednesday. Those of you watching along the Outer Banks, I should note, you guys are going to unfortunately be hanging on to that cloud cover a little bit longer, likely hanging on to those clouds for at least the first half of tomorrow. But once we get to the second half, again, you'll be seeing the same blue skies that inland areas will be enjoying tomorrow morning. Air temperatures are expected to take a little bit of a bump up due to that increasing sunshine. Right now, most of us are looking at air temperatures generally in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at more of the mid-70s. Winds, though, aren't really going to change all that much. Still going to be breezy out of the north-northwest tomorrow. Right now, winds blowing in at around 7 to 15 miles an hour, keeping that humidity low, but also keeping our temperatures low. We're not going to be getting a whole lot hotter than where we're at right now, thanks to the cloud cover and the northerly winds. But once we get that sunshine in, again, air temperatures are expected to climb. Here's a look at what we've got starting tomorrow morning in the upper 50s, getting into the low 70s by lunchtime tomorrow. That is an encouraging sign. Not going to be seeing the 70s today. The ironic thing is that even once we get the sunshine out, we maintain those northerly winds. Take a look at what air temperatures are going to be doing as we head through your Thursday and Friday. falling, dropping quite a bit. 75 degrees coming up tomorrow, turns to 67 degrees on Thursday. Now, of course, the Pirates are going to be taking on Tulsa. Kickoff should be right around the mid to upper 50s for that game, but again, by the time the game wraps up, we're going to be looking at low 50s, possibly the upper 40s. So you're going to want to have some layers on, something to keep you a little bit warm and toasty. This will be kind of, I would consider, our first chilly game of the season. And those overnight lows are going to be dropping all the way down into the low 40s, meaning that Friday morning, any kids who are standing out waiting for the bus, they're going to want to have a jacket on, as that is going to, again, have a little bit of a bite to it. Not quite to freezing just yet, but we're certainly starting to get a little bit closer to that mark. We'll be well above freezing over the coming weekend. 76 degrees on Saturday, 80 on Sunday, but does come with a cold front that's going to try to work its way through eastern North Carolina coming up late Sunday. That front may slow down and come in more so on Monday. Regardless, all model data right now is pointing towards a fairly broken front, so it doesn't look like we'll see any sort of severe weather out of that system, but we will squeeze a few raindrops out of that as it moves across eastern North Carolina. But again, first half of the weekend looking very sunny and nice. Should be, again, a great one to get outside and enjoy after the cloudy conditions that have plagued eastern North Carolina since last weekend. Well, that's all we have time for today's 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a wonderful Tuesday.